Today we're going to do a little do this, not that segment, and I'm going to focus in on the forward lunge and give you some alternatives. Might give you a little bit more of that lateral pushing power for goalies or a nice low stride power for skaters. I'm Maria from hockeytrainingpro.com, and let me show you what I mean. So I'm not really saying I don't like the lunge. I'm just saying that I actually use these alternate versions more often because I think for a hockey player you get more bang for your buck. So a forward lunge is just your normal stepping out, pushing back up, stepping out, pushing back up. The reverse lunge alternative is stepping back into it. So I'm keeping my weight on my left leg in this case. I'm stepping back, I'm bending that back knee to come down. And the reason I like that reverse lunge variation is that often we get hockey players who come in and they actually have really good quad development, but they're lacking development in their glutes, or they're not really using their glutes as effectively as they could. And that's your big hip extensor. So the two have to really be super strong, the quads and the glutes, and work together to get those powerful strides if you're a skater and powerful lateral pushes if you're a goalie. When we do the forward lunge, it's a little more of a quad dominant exercise. So your quads are decelerating and accelerating, which is fine. It's terrific too for basketball players, football players. People who are running a straight line have to decelerate to change direction. But a hockey player, that's not really how you decelerate. You don't decelerate forward, you decelerate laterally using your hips. So when we do the reverse lunge version, we're actually hanging more off that glute, putting a little more emphasis and load through the hip. We can even do a few variations to target different areas of the glute and of the hip. So we can do just our normal straight step back. To balance, we can also do a little cross under, which puts those glutes and the lateral glutes on a little bit more of a stretch. So those are a few variations. Again, I'm not saying that the forward lunge is a bad exercise. It's a fine exercise. But for a hockey player, I think we get more bang for our buck out of doing a reverse lunge or a reverse lunge variation like I just showed you. So this is Maria from hockeytrainingpro.com, where my mission is to help 10,000 hockey players win more games with fewer injuries, even if you don't have the natural ability or the genetic gifts of your competitors. Happy training.